Hey everyone. Hi everyone. I'd like to give you a quick overview of what exactly is present live on our mainnet right now on the main game URL suimon.game, and then I will tell you how we have improved it a lot in terms of now having some background music, sound effects, especially as most of you mentioned that you'd like to have it playable on the mobile UI. So we have created a mobile version as well. And so for example here, one of the things which has been an issue in the past in the current live version, that any user can click a free game and refresh, and you will see another game is created by this user, and you can press again, another game has been created. So this person can keep spamming the system with a lot of free games, and he has not even played any games. So we have placed some kind of rules in terms of not generating these kinds of games. And then also, if you look at the current paid on-chain game on the main website, and let me just connect my wallet, and let's say I go to Suimon token and I click stake. A pop-up shows up and the tokens are going out of my wallet, and if I approve, what happens now is that basically the tokens go to on-chain in a smart contract, and when you click on this create paid on-chain game, it tells you a new game room has been created. Then you refresh your page and okay, a new game has been created, but you cannot do anything with it. So we understand that this was kind of a broken, and it doesn't give a feeling of a complete game. How can you play with these paid tokens? And you must have seen that if you go to your wallet, let's go to the transactions, and you see 50,000 tokens were sent to some wallet, and or a contract, and on that contract there was nothing else. So just to give you guys heads up, like, we've been trying our best to work in parallel on this game and lots of its visual elements, and there have been a lot of improvements and updates within the game now. So I'll quickly jump to the game and show you, and same is the case over here. You have to just zoom out in order to look at the game in a good way on mobile. Let's say this is the mobile UI, and everything becomes small. So now I will show you the new version, and we'll directly jump to that one. So I'm just starting my server. So here you can see first that we have added some background music. You can toggle it, switch on, switch off, and also there are some kind of sound effects are here on every button. You see, and you see this is the first thing which you would like to see, and this is the first improvement which I was referring to, that this user has already created a free game and he cannot create a new game. So what he needs to do, he has to click on view my game, and we have copied his address now. So he can join that game or share it with anyone to basically join his game. So if I just, and you can see here the online players are present, whoever is present live right now, and also you see in comparison to our current game, there is not enough information present here about the status of the game, what needs to be done, what should be your next step. So all of those important updates you will see here right now. So you see here that this is the game ID, and we have tried to use the space as much as possible because there was a lot of data and information which was supposed to be present in this leaderboard area. So now you see we have games tab and we have a players tab, and you can sort everything based on different orders. There is a lot which you guys can play and check around. So coming back to the game, this is the game ID, this is the host, this is the guest, and this is a paid version. So host has to stake certain amount first, then guest has to stake certain amount, and then status and action columns are very important, and you will soon see in my demo how do these things work. So let me just quickly log in with another account in mobile UI version. So I'm just logging in, and there we go. So you see automatically there's, so first thing you notice over here, the mobile UI is much better compared to the previous version, because it was just the desktop version being shown over there. Let me just put the music off. And you see here, these are the player statuses here, and you see it is fetching all the players first, and then it will soon from the server side you will see only 2 players are shown here now, which are the ones who are live. Okay, so this person can also create a free game room. If you click on it, he has also another free game room already in the database, so he's not allowed to create another game. But if you remember, I just copied the free game ID from this person, and I'm just gonna paste it over here, and let's click. So the moment this person enters this ID over here, the host will get a notification on the system. So you can copy the ID and paste it over here, and the free game starts. You will see here as well lots of improvements in terms of the UI. The UI is much more cleaner. You see your health, HP bar, and these are the cards from the opponent, and these are my cards. And you see combat stats, and the more improvements are on the mobile side. And you can see here your cards, and because we were short on the space, you can see all the card stats over here. And you can see the card character names as part of the card artwork itself, and you can see all the stats here live. And let me just try to play, clicking here, and I will try to play this game quickly so that you guys can see. And you can see there are some kind of small sound effects present here as well. So now I will just quickly play the game in order for fast track it, and then I will directly show you the paid game. And as always, you can zoom out a little bit to see better on your desktop version. Here's my turn. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger, more bigger, so that mobile UI is much more cleaner. There we go. So these guys are trying to fight with each other. And there we go. You can see health bars going down. Whoever is winning, whoever is losing, you can see all the details. So now we'll jump to the main page. If this pop-up shows up, we'll go back. So now you will see here, if you just refresh the page, that you can see who's the winner very clearly. Don't worry about these untimed errors on my device because there is some kind of lots of plugins I have installed on my browser, so this message won't come on your screens. So you can see here, if I'll just refresh this one as well, then you will be seeing the status of the free game here as well, in terms of what kind of sorting is present over here. Now let me just quickly go to the the paid version of the game. So if you connect the wallet, clicking on slush, I'm just connecting my wallet and approving it. So here you see that I have disabled the SUI tokens for now, so that we ask all the people in our game to play with Suimon tokens only. Let me just switch off the audio and let me just select 50k, create new game, and if you see here, these tokens are going to our smart contract now. I approve these. And once the transaction is confirmed, you click this button, you get a very clear message that what exactly you need to do next. This is the most important thing you need to see, read what exactly has done. We are giving you a transaction ID. We are telling you how many tokens you have stayed. This is the room ID which has been created. And then you need to make sure that you refresh your browser to broadcast this to all the other players who are available online right now. So this is very important, and we have given you buttons for these things so that it's very clear for anyone who is creating a paid game. They need to understand what exactly should be the next step. So you can either copy the game ID, you can view the transaction on chain, and you can refresh the browser so that everyone else looks at our game which has been created. So if you press this button, it will automatically refresh the browser. Ignore this message please, and you see here a new game room has been created now. And the previous game we just played where I won the game, because it was not recently created, that's why you did not see the status of the free game over here. So because everything is sorted by the start time, so that game which I just won by one of the user in the free, it must be a past game. So don't worry about it. Once you will create any free game, you will be able to see your status over here as well, because there are lots of data here, and you can see you can sort all of these columns based on certain aspects. So let me just pause the music. And so now this is a very important column of status. So you see this is the host, guest is unknown yet, and we are waiting for the guest to stake similar amount of tokens. So anyone who will go to this paid game room now, let me just show you on this side another user who's a new user. So you see here, this user is seeing a button of stake and join. So anyone else other than this user, the host, will be able to see this button. The host is not seeing this button. So action column is very, very important for you to always keep checking. And here your real money, your real Suimon tokens will be used to play the game. So we need to make, and that is where it has taken us a lot of time to test and debug and make sure that nothing goes wrong in terms of claiming your token, winnings, all of the elements. So coming back to this now, let me just quickly add my second wallet over here for this user. Let me just pause this. And anytime you click on the screen, basically this background music starts because of the second user now. Let me just quickly change the wallet to another one. Here we go. Connect wallet, disconnect wallet, and let me just show it to you over here in mobile UI as well. How does the wallet connection works? So you see here /wallet. Let me just connect this new wallet, and I approved it now. So now you see that here also SUI is disabled, and I'll select Suimon 50,000. Create new game with Suimon. You should not press this button, because now I'm playing with intention to play with this player. So once you start playing with somebody, you have to make sure that you are in the same room, and that game room needs to have a finished status. Somebody needs to win within that game room. That is so important. So don't create a new paid game room, because then you will be expecting somebody else to join your room. This is very, very important. So on the guest side, you connect your wallet, you press this button against this game, because we are expecting players to be interacting in Telegram, having a discussion with each other before they jump on to a game, because a paid game needs to be very clearly identified, and then they should play together. So now this depends on everyone's available time. If somebody is not free and you have stake tokens, you have to wait for other player to join, and that is the rule of any multiplayer game. You cannot just have a game all by yourself. So let me just click stake and join, and you see here my wallet is already connected. I press stake 50,000 and join. This is the paid game room ID, you can see. Now 50,000 more tokens from the guest are going to the smart contract. Let me just approve this, and we should be able to see a pop-up here as well, like what you have just done. So I will just follow up like why the pop-up didn't show up, but usually on the desktop version it showed us the pop-up, and we will get this fixed, so not a problem. Let me just refresh this page, and you see the join game button is being shown. Okay, and basically when the guest has staked, we are showing a pop-up with a lot of details telling the user that please refresh the page, have an interaction with your host, so that he also knows that you have staked. Okay, and maybe at a later stage we can add a messaging system here where players can talk to each other within the app or the game to talk to each other instead of Telegram. But everything will take time and effort to basically build more things. But you can see now both players waiting for players to join the game, and the join game button is enabled for both of them. So this is so crucial for you to understand that this is the guest, this is the host, they have both staked correctly, and now they are ready to join the game. So now the host can also join and guest can also join, but our preference is, because guest is the one who just staked, you click on join game, you copy the ID, then you come back here, and then you connect your wallet, and then here you paste that ID and join the game room. The moment you join, you see this is the pro version or the premium battle room, and I will come over here, connect wallet, let me just put the music off, slush, clicking, joining the paid game room. So this is the desktop version, and you can see it is much more polished compared to the free version, because we don't expect people to play the free games a lot more, and now this should focus on the premium version of the game, which is the paid game room. And here also you can see the mobile UI is much more polished in the paid version as well. So this is our main focus. Okay, so this is the turn, characters are gonna have some kind of fight, and this is my turn, this is this person's turn. So basically you see that paid game room is nearly the same, but the UI is much better compared to the free version. So I'll quickly play the game, and then I will show you how the winner will claim, let's say it was 100,000 total tokens. You can see here everything is very clearly shown to the both users, that winner will get 90,000, 10,000 will go to the community wallet, which we can burn, we can give these back to the community as a reward. We can do a lot with these, but now our token is being utilized and being played inside the game. So let me just quickly play the game, and then I will show you on the last screen how it looks like. So great. So you just saw that basically now in this UI, one person was the winner, who is this user, Suimon. And you can see he has a big button clearly mentioning that he can claim 90,000 Suimon token. And this person, if you see, Suimon agent can claim. So this person has lost. He should not be looking at getting this button. So now we are ready to get this user claim his 90,000, and 10,000 will go to the community wallet, which we already have created. So let me just quickly swap this account to the winner account. Let me connect this one because I'm playing on a simple one device. So that is why I had to switch the wallets. So now you can see here that this is the account who has this button, and once he claims, the whole process of the game will finalize and finish, and then it will be finished. So if I click on it, and you see this is telling you you are getting 90,000 Suimon token, and you just have to do one transaction and approve. There we go. So this basically tells you the transaction is successful. This person has claimed his winnings, and the whole game is now complete. You just have to refresh the page, and you will see that winnings are claimed by Suimon agent. Status of this room is finished now. This person can also refresh, and he can see that basically this game room status is now finished, and winnings are claimed by the Suimon agent. So this basically gives you an overview of how our game is finalized now, and all we have to do is now in very quick time we can do this, that we just need to change the smart contract to start using the real Suimon tokens. So anyone who is watching this video, if you don't have the testnet tokens, just drop a message in Telegram, and we will send you testnet tokens to help us please play the game, and tell us if you still find any issues in the game. And also, just to give you a quick idea, that in the mobile version you see 3 tabs: play game, and I can just pause the music, play, games, and stats. So here you can see all the data about the game in a very nice structured way on your mobile device, and also in the stats you will see all the player stats, which player has played how many games, and all of the data related to the players. So we have made it very simple, and I hope you will like this, and you will be able to start playing the game, because very soon we will make it live on mainnet of SUI, and then our token starts getting utilized. So I'm very excited to share this update with all of you, and we really expect people and players to start playing the game, and most probably we'll have something good in terms of the token price appreciation as well. So have a great day everyone. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye.